about a couple of years ago when I increasingly found myself saying and doing things and thinking things and then saying to myself, not like you're a fucking hippie or anything like that. And I thought about maybe I am becoming a fucking hippie or anything, and I need to address that in the form of a poem. So eventually, after some research and writing, this is what came about. This is called "The Lady Doth Protest," and I need to get the pitch of this right because it's got quite a wide vocal range. So that's about right. I like it when, I'll start that. I like a log fire when the night gets nippy. I like it when reality gets a bit slippy. And this weed is indeed quite trippy. And I am not a fucking hippie. I'm a non-bug slit snail arachnid palmer, pro-wind farmer, nuclear disarmer. Used to dig prog man, what's a big drama? I drew the line at Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I practice happy yoga because it makes me calmer. I've got no beef with the Dalai Lama. The self-definition as me spiritual armour. To call me a hippie would be really bad karma. We are made of starshine. Death is just a start line. I can tell your star sign. Let me read your heart line. Aries, Aquarius, neither of the former. Taurus, Sagittarius, must be getting warmer. Libra, Pisces, cool, cold, icy. Cancer, wrong answer. Capricorn, could have sworn, of course, you're a Scorpio. How could I not? What? Leo, Gemini, knew you were a Virgo. The countryside's a ticket if you like a bit of shrub. Me, I like a bit of techno rap, punk dub. I tend to get me head together down the pub. Some words that go together are Veruca and hot tub. They're relatively sensitive for one with a cock. In matters of deduction, I'm with Mr. Spock. Morrison's dead, man. A caftan's just a smock, and the moon's not a goddess, it's a bloody big rock. Moon on land, do you think so? Really? Like, not right, you can see quite clearly. Effect of gravity, nowhere nearly. YouTube link, yours sincerely. When I was a young one, grew hair long, wrong like an orangutan, wearing a sarong, wrong. Curled out face like a judge's wig, gone wrong. Had to bid my big hair so long. Went with an echo and the bunny men quiff. Back home, quiff till stiff. If I say so myself, not a bad attempt. If inclined to igniting during lighting of the spliff. You remember the 60s, you weren't there. I was there and me flared push chair. Change and agent, orange in the air. LSD in the frigid air. Timothy Leary, turn on tuning. Drop out, far out, New King shilling. Free love, push up, ready and willing. Contraceptive pill and penicillin. A Dylan at Newport Electric Shop. Jabs, folk rock. Ravi Shankar Woodstock. Otis Redding sitting on the dock of the bay. Ray Manzarek ripping off Bartok. Altamont, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. Janice, Jimmy, Jim, man, ding, ding, ding. Muhammad Ali banned from the boxing ring. Ain't no Viet Cong ever called him the bad thing. Stonewall riots, Wolfenton Report, Sexual Offences Act, battles in the war for the love their sea going sort no more. Get it on, get gone, and don't get caught. I mean mine, I heard it through the grapevine. Businessmen, they drink my wine. If 6 was 9, I walk the line. Weird scenes inside the gold mine. John and Yoko staying in bed. 80-hour gigs by the Grateful Dead. Jefferson airplane, feed your head. Kennedy's head was fed with lead. Who spread the lead in the president's head? I was just a patsy, Oswald said. Was it the mob? Was it the feds? Was it the Reds? Under the bed were the Reds in bed with the mob and the feds. But how could the Reds be under the bed while being in the bed with the mob and the feds? Were they under John and Yoko's bed? How big was the bed? Well, Yoko and her bloke in bed with the aforesaid Reds, mob and feds, fair fucks their beds. Further discussion post-watershed. That's enough rhymes with Ed. Brown sauce please, wholemeal bread. We are made of hydrocarbon, compound minerals and gin to make the whole thing go round. Old sound, new sound, grey, green, blue pants. Movement of the money from the many to the few pound. The culture that the counterculture counters back. Action to the counterculture code, crack, crack. Rupture of the structure, mush it through the mulcher, rack it up, pack it up and sell it back as subculture. From heresy to heritage, corporate co-option, the Manson family up for re-adoption. Spirit of the 60s, nutritional concoction, or just another fancy dress costume option. So no more Cain and Abel, life is not a fable. You are not my Uncle Bob, nor I your Auntie Mabel. It's laying on of labels, dishonours and disables. Remove your hind hooves from my nominative table and load another log because me nose is getting drippy. Build another spliff and make it zippy. Sorry to be snippy, but aye yippee. If you call me a hippie, I will bomb your chippy. I like to wear a dress, not much of a lippy man. I've driven one or two, but never owned a hippie van. I've been to raise rum from an old Mr. Whippy van. I am not a fucking hippie man.